Morning, guys. I figured I'd come on here this morning and do a little devotion with you. I got this book, Daily Strength for Men. So this is what I'm going to be doing the devotion out of today. Title of it is The Promise of Rainbow. The verse is Genesis 9:14 through 15. It says, "When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh." Chapter 6 of Genesis records the fact that because people everywhere were hopelessly wicked, which seems kind of like today's, God decided to destroy all flesh through a flood of waters upon the earth. Genesis 6:17. Only one man, Noah, found favor with God, and so God decided to spare Noah, his wife, their 3 sons, and their sons' wives. To protect Noah's family and every species of land animal from the flood that was to come, God instructed Noah to build a massive ark with 3 decks, a roof, and 1 door. Now, it took Noah and his family at least several decades to build the ark. When the task was finally complete, with Noah and his family and all the animals on board, God shut the ark's door and unleashed the flood. The fountains of the great deep burst forth. Genesis 7:11. And rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights. After the rain stopped, it took another 110 days before the waters subsided enough for the ark to come to rest on the mountains of Ariyat. It took over 7 additional months before the inhabitants of the ark were able to leave the ark and find homes on dry land. It had been over a year since the flood began. God knew that Noah and his family were not just overwhelmed but also terrified, so God made them a promise. There would never be another flood that would destroy the earth. The sign of that promise was a rainbow. Y'all think about that. The sign of God's promise was a rainbow. The next time you see a rainbow, think about the promise that God made to Noah and his family and the promises that God has made to you. The promise of a rainbow is that God will not flood the earth. So next time you see a rainbow, you look up after it's rained, really get to think about that. When it's rained, every time it rains, whether it's a light drizzle or a heavy downpour monsoon comes down, every time it quits raining, there's a rainbow in the sky. Next time you see that, think about God's promises. That wasn't just God's promise to Noah. That was God's promise to everybody. And just know that God keeps his promises, because the rainbow comes up after the rain to let us know that it's okay. So God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." Then God said to Noah and to his sons with them, "As for me, I am establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the domestic animals, and every animal of the earth with you. As many as come out of the ark, I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of a flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth." God said, This is the sign of the covenant that I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I have set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, and the bow is seen in the clouds, I will remember my covenant that is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. When the bow is in the clouds, I will see it, and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth. Guys, so just take this and just remember, there's one meaning for this rainbow, and it's God's promise to us that He will never flood the earth. So y'all just remember that. Next time it rains, look up, see you a rainbow. It's God's promise. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all have a good, blessed rest of your day.